Okay, YouTube. So, this is day 3 of the Sony CDP-CX400. Okay. So, I put some really cheap belts in for now. They're belts that I got from a belt kit on eBay. I'm not going to say the asshole's name. He charged me about $22 for 3 belts that were really skinny. They're not correct. They will make it work, but they're still not correct. And when you load it down with 400 discs, those belts will not last even a year. So those belts in the rear, the ones you want, are 5.9 square belt medium, not the small. You want them to be medium. Okay, so, but like I said, I put some cheap belts in it, and there's still some parts missing, but this is just for testing purposes. I cannot play you any music. The only music I have is some Leonard Skinner. And even though it's pirated, it would still get me a strike. So, but it'll at least show you. Let's press play here. And door works great. Loads it up. Spinning. And it's playing. I guess we can give you about 2 seconds of music. Okay. So that'll be enough of that. Stupid piece of shit speaker. Okay, so now what I was talking about yesterday about these remote controls and people having trouble getting their remotes to work and spending money on them really expensive remotes that look like a flip phone and have a little screen in the front, because they're being told that those remotes were supplied with some of these units. You know, so there a lot of people were being misled. So in the older versions of these units, they used to have a switch on the back. And that little switch said Commander 1, 2, and 3. Okay? 1, 2, and 3. But these units, the CDP-CX400, CX450, CX455, so the units that do not have the switch on the back, all you have to do is set your remote for whatever number you want. Since this is going to be the second unit in my stereo system, because the goal is to have 800 CDs. So this will be CD number 2 for me. So I'm going to set it in the middle. All right. Now, in here, this is for the menu. So when you press the menu, over here is going to come up with some things for you. Okay, now this little wheel over here to the right will access those, and you can change you know, whatever you want in here. What we're looking for is command mode. Okay, we don't want to erase anything. Okay, so command mode and push in on the round button. Now this comes up. CD1, CD2, CD3. CD1 is the one in the living room. This is going to be CD number 2. So after you choose the one you want, push in on the round button. Okay, now that has been selected, which means this being on number 2 will work just fine. If I would switch this to number 1 and press the power button, nothing should happen. Okay, see? Nothing's happening. But if I flick it over to the number 2, okay, first thing I want to do is close the door. It's loading the disc. Okay. After it loads it, it'll stop spinning. Okay. So now this is set on number 2. Now this remote will work just fine. See? Everything powered off. If I switch it to number 3, it won't work. Number 1, it won't work. But back to number 2, because that's where I programmed it. Power's up. It's reading the disc. There it is. Press play. Now it's playing the disc. Okay, so I hope this video helps people out. This remote right here is for a 300 disc player. This is a 400 disc player. So, this is all you need. Press the menu button. Turn the wheel till you get to the command. Press the button and set it for whatever remote number you want. I hope that really does help some people out. So, I'm super happy with how this turned out. I paid $52 on eBay. In the original box with the remote control. And all it needed was clean all the goo, replace the belts, a couple drops of oil in each motor bearing, and work it back and forth. Get everything moving and happy again. And it's playing like a dream. For 50 bucks. This is going to make an awesome addition to my stereo. I could not be happier with how this turned out. So when those belts get here, the 5.9 inch square belt mediums, when they do arrive, I'll put them in and put the rest of the parts back in it and put it back together correctly. So this was just to see if it actually worked, and it does. So now I can sleep good without all this tossing and turning. So I'm going to get back to the Leonard Skinner. Y'all have yourself a good day. Party on.